Hey guys, Eddie Spaghetti here. Now, I haven't made a video in a long time, but like I said, I'm not too serious right now about this YouTube channel, but I did recently go to a new store that opened up in the area, and as soon as I saw it, I had to go inside. This store is literally dedicated to collectibles. They literally have everything. They have video games, action figures, a lot of action figures, just collectible merchandise, a lot of stuff from 80s and 90s, early 2000s. So I went inside and bought a few things. Now they're incredibly reasonably priced from what I noticed. We'll go ahead and look here. They had some Genesis games, so I instantly gravitated over towards these. I did not have these. This is Altered Beast. We also got Streets of Rage 2. I have Streets of Rage 1, so I'm really glad that I got these. I only paid $4 each for each of these games. I haven't checked what they are online, but I know, honestly, that's a pretty fair price. This one's a little dingy, but they run just fine. They run great. I was really excited about this. I have been collecting games for a while now. I have, maybe like 26 NES games and maybe 10 to 15 Genesis games, but when it comes to boxed copies for my cartridge games, I did not have a boxed copy at all. Usually because they're too expensive, or I find them online. I just want to buy the, I'll make it cheaper. I'll just buy the cartridge. I don't need the box. But this was sitting there. This was what was it? So these are 4. This was $7. I paid $7 for a boxed copy. I mean, yeah, it's a little beat up and everything, but it's Street Fighter 2. Special Champion Edition. So this is the one with, it's got the hyper mode in it, basically, which is, from what I could tell, it's literally just a faster version of Street Fighter. There it is right there, hyper mode. So yeah, it's just sped up. As far as I can tell, it's the same game. It might have different moves. I'm not 100% sure, but I originally played this at my cousin's house, Street Fighter 2. I think it was Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Anyways, I played it on the Super Nintendo, which it was fine. The sound is a little bit more Genesis-y, I guess you could say, on the Street Fighter 2. This version right here, it just kind of has that, the Genesis, it just really sounds like you put the game in a garbage can and you're banging the garbage can, and it's not a bad sound. It's unique to Genesis. And so yeah, we'll go ahead and I'll open it up really quick. But yeah, here it is. It is missing a piece of plastic right here, so the game does kind of rattle around when it's inside, but for the most part, I just have it set down. So, well, yeah, here it is. Now, it's in great condition, the game cartridge itself, because it's been in this box all these years. So yeah, now, if I ever could get some type of capture card, I could stream these games, and I feel like that is a goal of mine. If this channel was ever to actually take off and get serious, I would try to do something along those lines, where I would stream the games. But for now, I don't really have, I just have a crappy laptop, so, not quite sure what it would take, but I could look into it more. But other than that, yeah, I got these Genesis games. I can add them to my collection. Now, over here, you guys know him. It is the Toxic Avenger, or more so the Toxic Crusader, it looks like here. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't come with his mop or anything, but he was about $5, so I said, you know what, I want him, and I'm going to put him on a shelf. So I wiped him down. He's actually pretty in good condition. I think his eye might be messed up. I'm not sure if that's just how it is. If paint is scraped right here, I'm not sure. But other than that, his head did pop off when I was moving it around a lot. It's really easy to put back in, though. If I could get the mop accessory or whatever else he would have came with, that would have been cool, but unfortunately they didn't have it. It's funny because it's hard to tell what is wear and tear and what is just part of the sculpt, because if you look at it, he's supposed to look gross and dingy, so I'm not sure, like, did the paint scrape off there, or is that just how his shoe's supposed to look? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely very glad I had him. He's cool. I'm glad that he was there. Nothing special, though. Just kind of a display piece, So yeah. This, I ended up getting from my girlfriend. She is a huge Lady Death fan. She's definitely into Lady Death. I remember I sat down, she made me watch the movie with her, and I actually thought it was pretty good. But this guy was selling this for about 14 bucks, which I think is pretty reasonable. Online, it's like 25 bucks, so it's not extremely expensive. But I did find the date on the back of here. Let's see if I can find it for a second. I think it's, so anyways, it's 1999, but I don't know if I can find it. Where the heck is it? Oh, well, I can't find it right now, but it is, you know, 2 decades old now. But she decided to keep it in the box. I am a huge box opener. I love when I get a new figure, I love opening them. I don't care if it's like 1 billion years old and worth $1 trillion. Well, maybe then I wouldn't open it, but I like opening the figures and posing them and taking pictures of them and making them look cool and displaying them. But she's keeping it in the box, which is just fine. I like that. It is from Series 2. You know, there's a guy, he's from the movie Cremator. So, but other than that, I don't know much about Lady Death. I definitely got it for her. She will be very excited for it. Like I said, she's a huge Lady Death fan. So, yeah. And like I said, everything was very reasonably priced in this shop. I'm definitely going to be going back. I definitely recommend going there. But yeah, it's funny because the area I live in, we have thrift stores and stuff, and that's where I usually get most of my stuff, or I go online. But this place is specifically designed with collectibles and pop culture and retro games in mind, and he just has a lot of stuff in there. You know, I feel like when I went inside, I had to look at every little thing. I was going to miss something. He's got a lot of Ninja Turtles, a lot of Marvel, a lot of comics. I couldn't find any Toxic Crusader comics. Couldn't find any of those. I'm also looking for, let's see, any He-Man action figures. He did not have any of those. Surprisingly, it looked like the type of place that you would find them, but I don't know, they were just gone. And I'm assuming maybe that's because the He-Man stuff goes first. I know that's kind of popular. A lot of people go for that, but he had a lot of Ninja Turtle stuff, a lot of just random action figure stuff from the 90s, you know what I mean? So yeah, I might have to make another video where I make another trip, see what I can't find. But other than that, yeah. So you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching.